Hi, welcome back to the channel. You all know me. My name is Brian. This is
Hey, what's up? I'm Cubby.
my special guest here today. So what we're going to be doing for you guys is we're going to be doing a review of Codorus State Park, the blues course. We're going to be playing the long pins. We're going to be going over disc selection and different options that you can go throughout the course so that when you do come to visit Codorus, you'll have the best chance of really scoring well. All right, hole 10 is a par 4, 411 feet. You're going to want to shoot this initial gap here, pushing as far as you can with a right hand backhand and let it drift a little bit to the left. This is the typical landing zone that most people are going to be trying to get to. And then this green's pretty approachable with either a backhand or a forehand. The only thing up here on the green, you will have the low ceiling to deal with this tree, but then you got a pretty open green after that. All right, here Chris is wearing the White Rose Open shirt that we got from last year.
Yeah, decent jersey. Good player pack that year.
It was. That was a good tournament.
It's pushing one out here. It's fading off a little bit to the left. That can happen here with the slope a little bit. You really want something that's going to flip up and kind of stay straight a little right for you if you can push the initial gap and then those 2-3 trees at the end. That's perfect.
Yeah, the gravity's going to push you down there to the left side. Here I'm going to try a destroyer that just doesn't work out.
I'm going to sneak up on one here if it would just be very
Everyone just
perfect little steps.
Oh yeah, you're a master.
Well,
Matt's wearing a similar red shirt.
Brandon. Turns one. Hey, gets the kick there.
Yep, in the fairway.
That's exactly where you want to be.
Absolutely. I'm going to throw a Firebird here.
Also, a little
Yep.
early.
Saw it off early and saw it off the way I like it.
Anger throw.
Exactly. And
Good anger throw.
Absolutely.
Like it. Awesome.
30 feet past. Sneak up on a little tree.
Sneak up on a little tree here.
Little bush.
We'll
Little tree.
try and flex one in here. We'll see.
Sneaky. Flutter.
Almost.
Okay. That's not terrible.
I'm pumped about it, as you can see.
Let's see.
It's all about the body language and self-talk.
Taking a more reasonable route.
Yeah. Good up and down from there.
All right. Save the birdie.
Done it before I can do it again.
Bogey.
Nope.
E for effort. Tap one in.
Put doubter there.
But we've always had the hand-eye coordination.
Well, I'm pretty good at what I do.
Hole 11, 500-foot par 4. A long downhill here. You want something that's going to flip up and ride to the right, pushing past these group of guardian trees. From there you have an upshot to an elevated basket on a pretty quick green with hard-packed dirt, roots, and rocks. You don't want to place something in there soft, get up and down.
All right, Matt ripping the same faulk down this fairway. It's about to fade out, but it gets a lucky tree hit. Good for you.
Seen this guy fall off this tee pad. We're hoping for a repeat. Oh.
Little nose up. It's gonna fade out in a really nice spot. Okay, I'm about to give this the business.
Ooh, she's drifting.
Too much business.
Yeah, it's no good over there to the right. The left,
No.
there's some landing zones you can hit, luckily.
Yeah. Big arms and over to the right.
A little early release there. Gonna try and find one of those landing zones on the left.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. Trucking down the fairway. Wait for me, guys. Very powerful backhand from Cubby there.
I was pretty happy with it.
Here's Matt. I think he's throwing the purple one. Gives it a nice bid. And I'm going back in the woods again because I love ticks.
Gonna punch one out here.
Yeah.
There you go. Fairway, yeah.
Tomahawk. All right, but it's fair. There, Chris just about rang one up.
Yeah, going for it. Going for the eagle.
Let's see if he has something to say about it.
That would have been a round-shattering 2. Oh my gosh.
Attaboy, Chris. That would have been a great 2.
You running it?
Absolutely. I run everything because I was born with testicles.
Oh, are you sure?
Ah.
Let's see what happens here.
Are
Travis.
you running it? Were you born with testicles?
I try to have them. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
That's someone who knows his pronouns. No, he fell short on that one. All right.
Clean up.
Yeah, to save some dignity. Okay. At least you can do something right, Brian.
That's it. Positive self-talk. That's what
I
it's all
don't know
about.
why you guys bring me along.
Hole 12, we have another par 4, 443 feet. We start off with a tunnel shot. I like a fairway driver here, something overstable that's going to go straight for you and land right around where this short tee box is. That leaves you with about a 250-ish foot shot uphill. Something overstable, maybe another fairway driver. You could also flex something here. Just get it to land right around this zone for your birdie putt.
All right, Chris gonna just throw a nice crisp shot up there, and oh man, that was so close.
Tree.
He's got something to say. That was
really good.
Oh yeah, Chris, that was so close to being good.
Yeah, getting out clean here is the deal.
Yep, you just want to miss that last tree.
It's a good move on it, but
I think he gets caught up too, doesn't he?
yeah, I believe. I'm just trying to throw a safe hyzer out to the other tee pad, the short pad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great.
Did that.
That's a great play. If you can get out towards the shorts tee pad. Here, I'm just
Drifting a little.
Yeah, just cranking
tree.
one over. Yeah, that was a great tree. That would have ended up into the right rough, which you don't want to be. Chris with a good forehand out.
Yeah, it's a solid spot there.
Yeah. You just want to give yourself a chance on the next shot. I'll be doing the same. You can see I'm about 20 feet behind the shorts tee pad. And I sawed that one off. That's going to end up right into the rough. That's not what you want. Cubby just putting a perfect move on this. Nose angle was perfect with the slope. Just great. And that
Pretty solid.
Yeah, that's not a bad looking shot. But
Just gonna try and flex something in here.
yeah, And oh yeah,
Softy kiss.
oh yeah, Chris.
Circle one.
Yep, pretty close. He gets a nice kiss off the tree.
Always judging.
He's definitely putting.
Yeah,
Matt from 100. Matt from 100 feet.
Yeah, goes right at it.
That was a nice
Those
bid.
are the kinds he throws in.
Yep.
He's good for one of them around. It's
He will.
infuriating.
Yeah, the form looked great. Here, Kobe's gonna take.
I like to take my time, man.
Gonna take all the time.
Yeah, that's what it's there for.
Oh, is he
If
gonna?
you don't use it, you lose it.
That's what Gannon says.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good bid. Worth the wait. Chris did give you a time warning on that one. I don't know if you heard that.
Pots and kettles, man.
Yep, he did give him a time warning on that. And then I just gave him a time warning on this one.
People love time warnings and foot faults.
They do, yeah. If you're not doing it out there, you're probably doing it wrong. Definitely give time warnings and foot faults to whoever you can.
Especially
Tournaments,
during casual rounds.
yeah.
Shut up, Braun. My stupid face.
All right, hole 13 is a par 3, 178 feet. This is going to be a must-get in most tournament situations. You have a fairly big gap to get through here, typically with a stable putter or mid-range. And then you got a wide open green to make your putt with not a whole lot of danger. So you can really run a lot of birdie opportunities here. Okay, it's not. All right, here Matt's throwing with the wrong hand.
Yeah, not the best one for a lefty.
Yeah. Cubby, there's a decent gap here. Sawed it off a little bit. Hit that tree.
Yeah, early release.
Yeah. If there's a tree out there, you're going to find it, aren't you, bud?
Well,
I thought the tree was
my part.
All right, I'm going to show you how to do it. Big
Ripped
Hyzer.
over a little
Just
bit.
Rip it over.
Pulled into the ground.
I was just thinking this EMAC Truth was the most stable disc ever.
Yeah.
All right, here's Chris. Yeah, he
on the
just
same angle, but his was
put it
higher
up in the
on
air.
a
Way better angle.
Yeah.
And
Little
circle
pull, but
one.
turns
He's
out.
still not happy with it, but still, it's circle one, and that's well within his range. There's Matt with an upshot.
putts I missed. Right.
Cubby with a forehand. Gonna throw it in from here.
I don't love him. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
See how it plays out.
It's like
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Okay. Still a little
It's
test
a little bit
range.
to clean up.
All right, I think I'm like outside of circle 2 here, maybe. And that didn't have a chance.
Got away from you.
Good putt, Chris. All right, Matt never to be out putted.
Oh. Those prodigy baskets, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're no good.
They hate left-handers. They just do not like left-handers. There you go, Cub.
A little cleanup.
Good stick. All right, a couple tap-ins. We'll be moving along.
There you go.
Hole 14, 224-foot par 3. Pretty much just a pure hyzer here that needs to beat the gaps and fade a bit left to an elevated basket. If you make it through clean, it's easy to push long and left here for a more difficult look at birdie.
Okay, here Chris is with an... So, this is a similar shot as 13.
A little more of a hyzer angle here. If you can find
Yeah,
a
he
gap.
hits one of the
Just want to
later
get out there and
trees.
work left.
You are trying to navigate this.
Quite got through.
It's like, it's the same shot shape as 13, but it's a tighter gap. And I kind of do the same thing. I'd rip over on this EMAC Truth, but it turns out okay. I mean, decent. I made it through the gap. Matt hits one of the first available, and he's like,
You shot right.
yeah, what do I do with my
This
hands?
never happens.
Matt is just compounding injuries. He tries to kick his disc to Chris.
Letting the anger win. Trying to flex one in here.
Couple pump fakes. There he goes.
Oh man, the form.
Mm-hmm.
Butter.
Yeah, Matt again just struggling to figure out. I need to learn how to do a forehand. All right, little.
Yeah, a little long. A little strong. A little
Yeah.
long. Same thing.
All right, Chris with the tap in. Two other tap ins here, but yeah, this is another one of those holes. If you don't get a 2 on it, you're gonna lose strokes to the field. It's just right there.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Oh,
there I bogeyed this
Gubby.
hole.
Hole 15, another par 4. We have 443 feet. We're starting off with a tunnel shot. Ideally, I like to use a slightly understable mid-range just to get it down the middle here and turn a little to the right. You want it to land around where these trees are here in the middle of the fairway. That leaves you with a nice backhand or forehand option up this hill that does slope quite a bit to the right. So if you're going to throw a backhand, use something overstable. That lands you right around here for a nice little birdie putt.
All right, Chris is going to show us the backhand line. He's going to turn this one over. Yeah, he turns it over really nicely and ends up in the ideal landing zone. Forehand line for me is a little low, but it's safe. I think that's kind of a tournament play for me.
Yeah, you're fine there.
Yeah, as long as you can get close to the shorts tee pad, I think you're doing fine.
Yep, that's all I'm really trying to do here.
Yeah, and you almost landed right on top of the
There
tee
you
pad.
go.
Just how you planned it.
Absolutely.
This will take hours.
All right, Matt's
gonna, yeah.
He's gonna do it different. Take a different approach.
Now it's like, I know.
Yeah, you probably
a good way
pulled
to do it is
something.
just like-
Yeah.
Most of the time, if you throw horrible shots, you have an injury.
Exactly. That's what I always do. Oh, that was a backhand for me.
Almost.
Ends up on the left side.
I'll take it.
Not terrible. There's Cubby.
Beauty, man.
Oh yeah, you get in there, circle one.
All right.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, wait till someone. Chris is trying to flex one up the hill.
Yeah.
Yep. That was so great. Yep.
Parks it.
Yep.
Yep. I end up in the stuff over here. Not a great view.
Still
Can't-
difficult here, especially to flex one out because the slope's going to want to pull you down to the lower woods there.
Yeah, so I'm going with a jump putt. Kind of.
Yeah, great.
Nice try,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, you spiked it right beside
Stuck
it.
next
Yeah.
to the basket. There Cubby is
Just trying to finish the job.
taking the full 30.
Worth
Yeah,
it.
It was worth it this time. Every once in a while, it's worth it. And Chris just top of the band. He's not happy about that one. All right, hole 16 is a par 4, 459 feet. You're going to want to push through this initial tunnel as straight as you can for about 240 feet, and then have a slight fade to the right. Up here's a typical landing area, preferably for the big arm thrower. From here, you're going to have a few guardian trees, nothing terrible. You'll want to look out. The road to the right there does play out of bounds, and it's a pretty attackable basket. All right, hole 16. Kobe's fresh off the bat here. He's gonna lay one down. Yeah, that's very nice. Gets out of the initial gap, and if you can get anywhere close to the short steep pad, you're doing fine. Chris is going backhand here. He puts a lot of Hyzer on it, and it just stays on that Hyzer.
Yeah, right side edge.
Yep. Flex that edge. I'm going forehand. I think that's kind of the play here if you've got a forehand that can reach it. But, yeah, I put it on a lot of Hyzer, don't I? Yep. That was a destroyer. I needed to lay that flat. Here, Matt's going to throw a Falk. Or is
Our
it?
last hope.
Yep. And he's in the fairway.
Fairway, a little short.
Fairway-esque. Fairway adjacent. Here I'm going back into the...
Nobody's lovely off the tee here.
Yeah, I'm going to collect ticks again. Sure, I'm throwing a forehand out of here. Just trying to get into the fairway. And I might have got 150 feet out of that.
Yeah, job done.
Yeah, it's in the fairway. It gives me an approach. Whatever. Tubby throwing a forehand. He must be in trouble.
Trying to flex one here. We'll see.
Kind of a tough angle. Chris with a patent pending. Kind of rushed it. Hits that tree.
Still up there. He can make something happen from there.
I'm throwing a pig, trying to throw it in.
Yeah.
Not far off. They'll be trying to throw one in. Yep.
A little bit.
Very close, buddy.
We'll see what happens after that. Left it a little long.
Chris with a putt outside of circle 2.
Yeah, it was a bid.
Yeah, it was a bid. Yeah. You can make those.
These are the ones Matt throws in.
Yep, I know.
A little shy.
Just like that casual little swing he's got, and he'll just throw them in. Yep, you put yourself close enough for a little gimme.
All right.
See if I can capitalize. Yep, I got that one. So we'll be moving to 17.
Hole 17, 207 foot, par 3. This is a must get. Throw something stable out the gap and let it fade toward the basket. The green here is short out the back with a few guardian trees.
Alright. Cubby, you got the box here. What are you throwing?
I throw an eagle on here. It's unnecessary, but it's just what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, how's that work out?
Fine this time.
I think it does.
Mm-hmm.
That's excellent. Parks for Cubby. There's Chris. What's he ripping there?
I'm
not an
guessing
A2.
A2
You
maybe.
think an A2?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just a little short, but that's well within his range. And that's what I'm liking these days. I'm liking an A2 on this. I was throwing an EMAC Truth on this hole, and I just kept
Good
really
kick.
ripping them. Yeah, that was a great kick for me. I just kept ripping the EMAC Truth over, and now I'm loving the A2. Nah.
Yeah.
He's got to learn for it.
I just need to be.
Yeah, it does. So I'm outside circle 2. I'm just kind of pitching one up.
You went for that? You way back there? Were you gonna play disc golf? Go ahead. But I'm closer.
No.
No.
Doing it wrong. Do it. Oh, I thought he was gonna drill it.
In my face.
And yeah, in your face.
Chris.
I'm going out of turn like 4 times, so I'm very fair.
Yeah.
There's Chris cans it. That's within his range.
I don't get angry.
Yep, if you ever get in a tournament with Chris, be aware he's a very good putter. And it seems like pressure situations makes him putt better.
Yeah, it's a solid quality.
Hole 18, we're going to end on a par 3. We're roughly 325 feet from the hole. I recommend an overstable driver here because there is quite a slope to the right. So you're going to throw a straight shot past these trees in the center here, right or left of them. It's okay to be to the left. Anywhere in this spot is ideal. Get yourself a birdie. Watch out for the dog.
All right, hole 18, final hole. Who's up the bat? Looks like you, Cubby. What are you throwing here? Looks like a Roadrunner.
It's a turn, halo turn.
Okay. Backhand.
A little low.
Fairway.
Fairway.
You know, that's what you got to do. You don't want to. You don't want to finish right. You don't
Short
want
of
to finish
that
left.
tree and that like.
All right, Chris
natural...
is giving it the business,
Yay.
and that's not where you really want to be.
A little left. Love some work.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah. What's
natural
worse? You
triple
think?
Mando
What's
here.
worse, left or right here, Cubby?
I think right is worse.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you go right, you're definitely. If you go deep right, you're definitely in business now. And this
You're
is
gonna show what left looks like.
that's how you go deep left. That was a wraith for me, and that was not good.
Not early.
Yeah, matches.
Oh, yeah, that right side.
Yeah, just playing it different. He's
This
like,
is not great.
yep, cracking the code. And Chris is gonna throw a follow up, show us how it's done.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get them sloppies.
That's going to be
Look
great.
at that. That's where you want to be.
Yep.
So, you know.
Little help, little help.
All right, Kobe's approach. Going through the triple Mando. That's not a real triple Mando. I'm just saying this because that
Stable,
limb
boy.
hanging over. Oh, sailed it, son.
Strong boy.
Tell you what. Okay, this is a big flex
Supposed to be, Cubby.
for the win.
Pouring out for Cubby or what?
Yeah, a little work.
That's a little work, little meat on the bone.
Custer.
Little meat on the bone.
It is.
But-
I got his sleeves rolled up.
Yep,
He's
I'm
ready.
currently leading Chris by 1, and we're matching stroke to stroke. So if he puts this close, sails it a little bit past the basket, and still see where he's at. Okay, so now he's in for
You gotta go for the
par. He's in for par, so this is for my par for the win. Nailed it. Nailed it.
What? No way. I can see. No. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that.
What? That's why you play all 18.
Good pressure, baby.
Was it for the winner? That's
All right. Hey, thanks everyone for tuning in for this long. If you enjoyed the footage that we gave you, like, subscribe to the channel, and that way we'll know if you appreciate what we're doing for you, and we can keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, we're going to try and put some stuff together on local courses to us in the PA area. And if you guys dig it, let us know. See you next one.
Yeah.
Forgot where I am.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's not.
Yeah, it's a good
Why are you doing stuff? You're the worst director ever.
Well, area, get a overview of the course, and just for everybody else to scratch that itch for more content. Catch you on the next one.